What's up? I'm Baby Drew, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Basket.
Backing it up, poking it out, poking it out. She was backing it up.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We got a legend in the building, Milwaukee County legend in the building.
Yeah.
We got my dog, Baby Drew, jumping off the porch with us today. What's up, bro?
Man, jumping on here with you.
Yes, sir.
Yep. How you feel?
Man, I'm feeling great, bro. I ain't got no complaints, man. How you feeling?
Excited. I took a little trip to get down here, but
Yeah.
and I heard it was a big deal, and it was very important that I did do it and tell you what time it was. So
Word.
I'm glad to be here, and I'm honored, and so.
Nah, that's
I hope to see good things come from talking to you, because that's what's going on.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, bro. Well, nah, I can appreciate that, man, and I love to hear, that our platform is revered the way that it is, and get the respect that it do, man, because
It definitely does, and you definitely make our city proud, because I did learn that you from where I'm from.
Yes,
so
sir.
It's definitely a big deal, and definitely, a chill that I'm in front of somebody. You know what I'm saying, from where I'm from.
For sure. And folks that watch our channel, when they hear me on here talking, I mean, almost every interview, I figure out some kind of way to mention that I'm from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You know,
and you know what? And that's very unheard of. But people that, I don't know if you're a superstar, but as far as I heard, like I said, as far as I heard, the Porch is a star platform, and it's very unheard of for a person to say, I'm from Milwaukee, after they have reached a certain level.
Well,
So
man,
I
I make sure
compliments on that.
I make sure the folks know I'm from the soil. I make sure the folks know about 22nd and Townsend. I make sure that they know what it is. So me being from the mill, it's an honor for me to be here talking to you, because, bruh, your music is some music that me and my partners was bumping while we was on the porch, you know what I mean? And while we was coming to age, and while we was, we was getting game, from your music.
So let me tell the people, he did not get out of our reach. We can still reach him. Milwaukee is still down here in the ATL, capital GA. You better believe that, on the porch. Thank you, sorry I have to do that.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. So yeah, man, Baby Drew, first of all, when you represent from Milwaukee, you the first person that I ever heard say Milwaukee County and make it sound cool. We hear Milwaukee County when you're watching the news or somebody talking about, our city from that standpoint. But when you said it, you made it sound cool, and it was a different way of representing the city than anybody else had ever said it, man. What made you start saying Milwaukee County the way that you do?
It wasn't to make it sound cool. It was to make it sound familiar, because the names that they was using to talk about Milwaukee wasn't names that you would hear on the news and stuff like that. Like, where you from? You say Milwaukee, or you say the mill, or you say the brew, or you say any kind of nickname for it, and then that way nobody know where that is. But the complaint from Milwaukee artists and entertainers is, why are we not on the map? Why nobody know us? It's right there, because you never told anybody who you were. You know what I'm saying? So my whole reason behind that, I know Milwaukee is the first name and County is the last name, because I know that, because that's what I hear. When I hear something goes on where I live at, they say, today in Milwaukee County, this is what happened. They don't call it those names that they're calling it. So when I say, when I'm telling my news, I'm talking about right here, tonight in Milwaukee County, today in Milwaukee County. That way you can't mistake it for nobody else that may share that same nickname that you're using. You know what I'm saying? The Mill. It may be 1,000 places called The Mill. It may be 1,000 definitions, but it's on one Milwaukee.
No, that's real. Because whenever, because I know, like, a lot of times when I would say where I'm from, and I'd be like The Mill, and people would be like, where? And I'm like, Milwaukee, and they're like, oh, okay, that's what y'all call it.
Exactly.
Like, okay, so no, that makes
sense.
And
then when it is revealed and recognized, not to cut you off, it's normally for something very horrific. Like, we have some of the biggest and most orneriest and some of the most man-eating criminals known to the world history. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Wisconsin and Milwaukee have to offer. Like, we known for that kind of stuff. I don't even feel the need to mention the names of those people, because I feel like they already got their, what you want to call, flowers from the dirt they done to make our town popular. I would like our town and our city to be recognized for the art and the talent that we're able to generate and spread, other than the riots and the serial killing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Nah, for sure, that's real. Cause yeah, our city is known for, like you said, like a bunch of negative things, a bunch of the wrong things.
Yes.
And whenever I talk about our city, I always talk about like the rich black culture,
Right.
you know, that our city holds.
Yeah.
Even something as simple, well, I don't even know if it's considered simple, but like Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Like we one of the few cities that before it got popularized in these past couple of years,
Yeah.
and now it's a national holiday.
yeah, we went rogue with Juneteenth. Nobody else did it. We did it when it wasn't, when it was illegal.
Yeah.
When it was illegal to say, this is our day.
Yeah.
When nobody else celebrated that, you didn't get off work.
Yeah.
And then you had the vendors and you had the people out there showing what the purpose was and what it really meant.
Yeah.
What it would, but now when they got a hold to it, it seemed like we got a different idea of what we supposed to be down there doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I witnessed things happen at Juneteenth that goes definitely goes. It's a conflict with what it stands for.
Yeah, nah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? I don't see the vendors, I don't see the dancers, I don't see the historical information, I don't see the heritage behind it that I did before it became a federal holiday.
Right.
And now that's something I would like to see come back. You know.
Yeah, nah, for sure. KB, the playmaker.
KB the playmaker,
Yeah,
yes indeed.
Yeah, he brought me to the mill last year for this big Juneteenth celebration that they had at the band shell.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was really dope. And they honored me, you know,
Man.
on stage, and I was able to speak to the people, and even, you know, just the love that I got from being able to tell everybody there that I was from the city, you know, creator of Off the Porch and all of that. Like, it was a really dope feeling. So, nah, shout out to bro.
Man, I'm
And-
gonna tell you a little about Playmaker, man. Way back before, you know what I'm saying, before a lot of them guys had mustaches, the Playmaker has been making plays. You know, the
Yeah.
Playmaker he a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He one of those guys in Milwaukee that keep my gears rolling. You know what I'm saying? He even get to the point where he's like, man, what is wrong with you? Same with Big Hank. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they like, man, what are you doing? Like, yeah, we need to push the gas on this. I'm like, dude, I need to go. No, like, you don't need to do nothing but do what you do what they waiting on you to do, and do what you told the people you was gonna do.
Yeah.
You said you was gonna represent this place. Where you at?
Yeah.
So, man, thanks to those guys. Thanks to the Big Hank. Shout out to my bro Mike. You know what I'm saying? They down here, you know, having my back. You know, literally.
Yeah.
And you know, so I would like, you know what I'm saying. And that's one thing about the guys like Steve-O and Big Hanks and the KB. Not to get long-winded, but there's a lot of guys that give you that gas, give you that electricity, give you those cables.
Nah, for
and
sure.
he's one of them. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
then I said that to say that.
Absolutely. And let's probably introduce the people that's behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Big Mike. Big Hank the Genius from Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? The only producer to make a #1 hit record out the city.
And I'm baby to the little one. Stay big.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Big Hank has, you know, been so pivotal in our hip hop scene. And, you know, for me to give you your flowers, yes, the only producer to produce a #1 charting song in the mill. And I actually just had Cuckoo Cal here on the porch, you know, for his
I was
song.
out the States then when he came. He called me down to come through. I was like, man, I'm out in the States right here.
Yeah.
Man, that's a blessing. I thank you for that.
Yeah, those
man.
guys
You know
went-
what I'm saying? Because I had you know, we the only one to bring a platinum plaque as far as a hip hop platinum plaque to Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones still to this day.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing.
Yeah,
To still
#1.
be recognized for that.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
But he's not saying that's a good thing because we want it to be more
Absolutely.
platinum producers and artists.
I thank you for saying that. Hey, it's a blessing, man, to be here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Steve-O. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can't
shout
wait
out to
some
Steve-O.
things with Big Steve-O. We got a couple movies in the makings.
Yeah.
You know, Steve-O, man. All I can say is, hey,
Milwaukee
it's just
doing
money.
big things.
Milwaukee doing big things.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, everywhere you go, they got to bump into us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, that's a for sure, man. And it's dope to see the city now getting the recognition that it's been getting from the resurgence of the music scene, you know, popping off, and the popularity that it's been getting over, you know, the past few years. The films that have, you know, been coming out of the city.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's a lot of good energy on the creative side coming from out of Milwaukee
Speaking of
County.
films,
Yeah.
speaking of films, yeah, I just dug deep into one, you know what I'm saying, which means co-wrote it. I starred in it. It's of Milwaukee, from Milwaukee, by Milwaukee, but it's for the world to see. You know what I'm saying? It's a movie to enjoy. It's called The Hole in the Wall. And you have a great, big, star-studded Tubi royalty cast on there. You know what I mean? When it comes to the best of the best, and you know what I'm saying, that's doing that right now, that's the lineup you have as far as, man, from the audio to the video to the actors in action. And this is something that definitely puts smiles on faces. It's a good mood type of movie, you know. It's called The Hole in the Wall. Good product. Yeah, my man Delete, shout out to Big Steve. It's just money, that's indeed. So I had to plug that in.
Nah, for sure. and the movie I saw just it hit the other streaming platforms too. So it's on Amazon Prime.
It is. It is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Now that's what's up, man. And then with Hole in the Wall, you know, it's funny because Milwaukee also back in the day and even still now has always had like a big tavern culture.
Yes.
You know, that a lot of people don't really know about.
It was inspired by that. It was inspired by that very thing. You know what I'm saying? The Hole in the Wall. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I grew up in the tavern because that don't make. But I've been going. I've been like my parents and my family. We just have a big. It's just a tavern atmosphere a lot of times, whether we're in one or not. You're gonna hear some blues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Hole in the Wall is a very significant part of that upbringing. So that's when I wanted to put that, which is ironic that it's a blues song for a good time movie.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. So I like to bring that type of heritage to the people. Like, yeah, we can listen to this. You know what I'm saying? We call it the blues, but the blues is all right. That's another blues song.
Sure.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's the name of a comedy that I made. So and then hopefully we'll be talking about doing we are talking about doing the part 2, which is called the After Hour.
Oh, word. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. And speaking of the blues, you also recently released a blues album.
I did.
And, you know, it's dope seeing the evolution of artists. You know, we've seen Snoop, you know, release a reggae album and a gospel album. We recently saw Juicy J release a jazz album.
Right.
Lil Jon recently put out meditation music, you know, a meditation album. So it's dope seeing the evolution of the music and, you know, how artists can continue to grow, you know, in the space. What inspired you to make a pivot and do a blues album?
Like you said, growth and coming to the realization as I grew that everybody's not from or of the drug culture. Everybody's not of or from the gang culture. Everybody's not of or from anybody. So if you're trying to do something for everybody, you have to try to touch a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? So I want to I don't have to be in the urban streets every time I talk about something. I don't have to be talking about narcotics every time I rap. I don't have to be talking about violence or negativity every time I rap something. Yeah. Because everybody that I'm around don't know anything about this, and it may not be necessarily something that they want to know about. You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying, that story ain't for everybody. It's gruesome. It's, you know what I'm saying? It can make you have a bad day hearing some of these stories because they for real. You know what I'm saying? So I look like telling somebody they have a great day, but like, yeah, you know what? I just seen my friend. You know what I'm saying? He got shot and bled to death from the sidewalk. Like, damn. Well, man, let me talk about this bar or this tavern scene. Let me talk about a good time when somebody got cheated on. And, well, not a good time when somebody got cheated on, depending on who the cheater was. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Just something else.
Yeah, no,
like I said, I don't mean to be carrying on and on about these situations, but, like, I want to take the opportunity to let people know that, like, it is a bigger and a broader picture to every wallet size.
Nah, for
it's
sure.
a billboard version of that, and that's what I want to do.
Nah, for sure. And I feel like if you a real one and you come from the soil, you come from, you know, these environments that we come from, if you smart, you aspire to get out of that lifestyle and out of those circumstances.
Exactly.
You know, the dummies keep going back and keep, you know what I mean, and don't know when to get out the game.
And make it like it's a good idea and it feel good and it don't.
Yeah.
That stuff don't feel good. It's just a story that we have to tell, and that's our fault too, because we tell that story, but we all often forget to tell the outcome.
Yeah.
And that's my fault. That's all my fellow gangster rappers. We always tell about the part that's bling, shine, pew. We don't talk about the
right.
When they like, you know what I'm saying, forever.
Yeah.
Or it's either that or it's either this. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you don't get that side of it. You just get the part, you know what I'm saying? Then they turn off, you know how the TV fuck up? Right when it's gonna get to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always, the rap always stop right before it get to the end. Like, what happened after that?
Right.
Okay, you had $1 million, you got rich, you sold all of it. Then what? We leave that part out, so.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Nah, definitely important to, like you said, just show the growth in the music and, you know, show that as men that we grow and that we can aspire for more and for better things and, you know, better lifestyle. So I want to get back into, you know, the history of things and into your story. You know, you also in your music, you represent from Milwaukee heavy, but you always make it a point too to let us know that you was born in Chicago.
That's a very real, vital part of my life to this day. They all still there. My mother and my father and my siblings, they still in Chicago.
Okay.
I'm in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm a Chicago native forever and ever. But I represent Milwaukee like that's my heartbeat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Literally.
What part of Chicago did you live in when you was living there?
What part didn't I? You know what I'm saying? Right now to this day, my mother's on the west side, my father's on the south side.
Yeah.
I grew up on 63rd, I was born on 61st and Everhart. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on 75th and Coles, which is Rainbow Beach, like they say. And then, from then on, we moved to McNarn Division. All this taking place, Milwaukee is right here.
Yeah.
One of my aunties stays, so we back and forth from Milwaukee. Chicago was just that rough. Well, hey, that was called getting put up. When you keep, hey, y'all finna have to go live with Auntie so-and-so in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Chicago been that way. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to say Milwaukee was too, but I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? At least not, you know what I'm saying, as far as I know, but come to find out, it's just right up the street.
Word,
so, you know what I'm saying? We're saying that the fruit don't fall far at all.
Yeah, no,
you know,
for sure.
So, 773-414, for real.
Yes, sir. And then when you moved to the mill, what part of Milwaukee was you in? Or did you grow up in?
2676 North 5th Street.
Okay.
5th and Center.
The
greenhouse next door to Adams Auto Body Shop.
Okay, word. Yeah. Fifth and
Throttle,
Center.
throttle twisters right there.
I used to take the 80 bus over there to Fifth and Center. I used to go to Excel Barbershop right over there, and then I know like you keep going.
The 80 bus run through over there through Hopkins. That's when my uncle Sid. Shout out to Sid Magic Barbershop.
Yeah.
The 80 go right there too. You know so.
Yeah. Right by the Milwaukee Mall. All of
the 19. Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Now, when would you say you jumped off the porch?
You know what? I'm gonna say. You know what? I can't put a pinpoint on it, but I know when I thought I was jumping off the porch, I was probably an adolescent, but I didn't know it was. Yeah, to me, I was in my teens. Yeah. But in real life, I jumped off the porch when. Ain't no phone call to make. Ain't nobody finna come get you. Yeah. When I jumped off the porch, I got pushed off the porch. Like if you don't want to buy by these rules, you have to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a jumping off the porch situation. It was like you don't want to listen. You got a good life going here.
Yeah.
So I was pushed off of the porch into, you know what I'm saying, into a slab of concrete that I was not ready for.
Yeah.
You know, so I say I was about 17, 18 when everybody think they grown and know everything.
Yeah, nah, for sure. When you really thinking that you know what you're doing out here. Yeah, I can dig it. And you grew up in the church, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now,
did you play any instruments?
Huh?
Did you play any instruments?
I say play what? No. No.
Okay. I seen a picture of you with a guitar, so I was like, man, did bro play an instrument?
I play with instruments.
Okay.
But no, I love those instruments. I see, you know what I'm saying, the guitar is like my favorite sound.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, and I play guitar fluently. I play guitar on most of my records.
Word, I could dig it.
That's not true. But it sounded slick, didn't it?
Hey, come on now.
It sounds slick. I took that picture.
like I said, I seen that picture.
Yeah, that's a dream of mine.
I was like, bro must have been getting down.
Yeah, I love, man. I just like the sound of the guitar. And it looked pretty cool too, don't it?
Yeah, nah, for sure. It matched, so.
Right, exactly. But I had to out myself. No, I never played any instruments in church. I was, you know what I'm saying? I am, even though I'm very music orientated. Wish I could though. I could play like.
Oh yeah, shit,
I can play the drums on lunch table.
Beat on the table at lunch.
I can play the spoons and whatever. I can't play no action.
Ham bone.
Yeah, I play. You know that? You
Yeah.
know that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, so who are some of your influences musically when you was coming up?
Man, when I was coming up, when you say influence, I want to say, when I say my sisters, I want to say influential because they told me I could do it. So they was an influence. I know when it comes down to the people that inspired me, like that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. It was the influence that supported me, and it was the influence that made the job look good. And I would say, starting off from the Rakim, all the boys from all the rappers from all of the 5 boroughs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Boogie Down Productions, Beastie Boys, Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Check it on. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Kumo D, Biz Markie, all them. Yeah. The Cold Crush, all that. Molly Mars. You know what I mean? Like I can't name them all. You know what I'm saying? I just love music. I love hip hop. I love rap. I love, man, you name it. Kid and Play. I mean, all that. And then we take it to Ice Cube. I was Ice Drew. You better believe that. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Ice T. I was Ice Drew again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to talk about anybody who was cursing. You know what I'm saying? After my East Coast, anybody who was cussing after that. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny that you mentioned Rakim first too, because I was also going to ask you about you have such a distinct voice when you rap, you know, and so it remind me kind of a Rakim.
Whoa,
you know?
That one got me. You shot me dead with that. Yeah, like he just Rakim like if you say his name and my name in the same sentence, I'm gonna run out the door again. Like, for real, because I would have never thought that I'd have heard somebody say my name and Rakim at the same time. Yes, I'm tripping out right now. You know what I mean? That's real. Beyond legend, though. You know what you talking about? Nah, for real. I know you got soul. If you did, you wouldn't be in here.
Man, Rakim a legend, bro. Come on. Now, at what point did you discover your voice and know that rap was something that you wanted to do? Was it as soon as you were hearing this music that you said was inspiring?
Like I said, it was. I had support and they was like, my wife is telling you right now, your biggest supporters are the women fans. You know what I mean? It was like my sisters, the girls, they scream up and down like, "You good at that? You good at that?" The homies thought it was cool, and the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Once Nature took his course, and I got my voice back as deep as new raws. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It make what you say and what you know what I'm saying. It put a different, it put a different kind of stamp. You know what I'm saying? And different little emphasis on what you're saying. So, man. That's what it is.
Now, that's what's up. And then your parents are from the South, from Mississippi and Louisiana.
Yeah.
Did those Southern roots?
My grandparents are definitely from and then my mom, she was born in Chicago, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother's Chicago native, but my grandmother from New Orleans, from Louisiana.
Okay, where?
Louisiana, Tennessee, and Mississippi. That's where. My dad is from Mississippi too.
Now, did those Southern roots inspire your music at all and inspire, you know?
I bet it did, because those roots are in my veins.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm pretty sure it did. I'm positive.
Right. And when did you, do you remember writing your first rap, or do you remember, you know, like some of your first memories from rapping?
I do, and I remember getting in trouble for it. I remember I was in school. I remember I had no business writing them raps. When I was writing them, I got caught. You know what I'm saying? Then that's funny you asked that. I got called to the office like, look what, because I'm in private school. Yeah. So I'm supposed to be taking notes, and when the teacher walking past, she's seeing all types of obscenities on my paper. I'm like, fuck it, suck it, deal it, all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm in private. I'm in Catholic. I'm in St. Leo's. I'm in management. And it's like, look what Andrew's doing in school today. In front of everybody first. Yeah. Let me see that. So you said you're gonna take the kid and you're gonna, whoa. Here go your heart, here go your past. Before I finish reading this poem you wrote, that's what you wanna call it. Yeah. So I had some rough poems. So I can remember getting caught and in trouble for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not doing what I was supposed to do while I was in school.
What was your parents' reaction to knowing that you wanted to be a rapper and that was something that you wanted to pursue?
The same as my reaction is to anybody that wants to do that. Like, are you sure that's what you want to do? Do you feel like that's something that's a guarantee? Do you think it's like if my son told me or any child said they want to be a pro athlete, I had the same thing with that. I was like, let's see about the expiration date on that, or let's see about the possibilities of you actually going pro. And it goes, you know what I'm saying, music and otherwise. So they felt like that, like go ahead. If that's what you want to do, we're gonna be right here, but still, just don't. Or just try to have an idea that you also need to, so I never stopped going to school, I never stopped reading, I never stopped educating myself, I never stopped to this day. You know, I like to say I'm a spokesman and a teacher and a leader to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like being a rap artist is not my only job, or it wasn't my only job, so I take that and I use it. I use it as a good weapon, you know what I'm saying, against what's going to go against the evil that the kids coming up in today. Because I was one of them kids that influenced by shit. Come on, if it was, like I said, if it was cursing, if it was shooting, if it was about, that's something that enticed me. Why, I don't know. even though I was going to good schools and stuff like that. So the thing that I was like, just like the music thing like that, they felt just like that. If you want to do it, we behind you 100%. But just because we love you, we're gonna tell you like it's a very hard thing to do, even though we know, yes, you can do it. Most people that do it are good at it. But all those people don't get that. That's like everybody waiting outside the store on Black Friday. They're not gonna be able to get in just because they got money. So you ain't gonna be able to just get in just because you know how to do it and that you're good at it. You gotta be right there, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just who you know and what you know, it's where you go, what time you go, and then most importantly, when you leave.
And I know just because you went to a good school, I mean, you lived on 5th and Center. So, I mean, stepping outside and getting on the school bus to go to this school.
I took the Center Street 22.
Okay, well, look.
Milwaukee County public bus.
Well, hopping on the city bus, I mean, you still seeing every element that we see. You know, so you seeing this lifestyle, you still enticed by this lifestyle, no matter where you going off to school at, you know what I mean?
Like even when I was living in Chicago, we stayed above. It was a drugstore on the corner, and there was a tavern next door to that, and we lived in the upstairs apartment. And then there was another tavern across the street, just like on 5th and Center in Milwaukee. We live on 5th and Center, then you got Throttle Twister Motorcycle Club right here, and you got Les Edge, you got a bar right here, and you got another bar. So it's a bar on 3 corners on 5th and Center, probably right now. I'm pretty sure it is. So, but then after that, guess where we moved to? 45th and Keith. Only black people on the block at that time. This was 1991. So
right over by like Roosevelt and all that.
Right there. The only black people at the block. I remember the neighbors brought us a rhubarb bread or something like that. And we like, where this comes? They was like, y'all got rhubarb growing wild in y'all backyard. And they took some of it and made us some bread with the shit. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, is that too much? All right. But but it was good though. Gingerbread or something. But man. So that's what that was like. So man. And you asked me some questions just like, I think about it myself.
When was the first time that you went to the studio? Like, how did you make it to the point to where you could get into a recording studio and actually record?
I was in about seventh, 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? One of the parents that was it was like an auntie or somebody. It was a friend. We was young though, and it was like, this how much support that we had. Like, my nephew, our kids can rap. So we in this grown man studio. We in the studio. You know what I'm saying? It's like these kids can't rap, but it was like, and that's the first time I remember going to an actual studio was like in 1990.
Okay. Damn. And when you went in, like, do you remember at this age, like, were you comfortable? Like, was this something where like you got in there and you like knew that this, like, you was in the right place? You know, like, you know how like even at a young age, like you could step into something and even if you don't know what you're doing, it just feel like it's the right place to be. It fit like, did you have that feeling early on?
At that point I did because of who I was with. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a child and some adults took us to the studio. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I was pretty comfortable. I felt pretty secure. But as time goes on, people start doing different shit in studios, you know what I'm saying? When you go into your studio and you with your peers, start, you know what I'm saying? Even being in high school, 14, 15 now, then I'm like, damn, this is what I'm part of now. And then the studio was different. you're going in there and people got hardware on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was kind of different. So it was kind of like, sometimes you're like, damn, this is what I'm talking about. I want to be like this. At the same time, like, man, what did we just get ourselves into? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of mixed. I don't have a direct answer for that because every situation was different.
Word. All right. So then, how did the group Country Boy click? How did that get formed? How did that come about? Because I remember that was like one of the, probably like the first time that I became familiar with you, and you know what I mean, seeing like that artwork for, you know, for Powder and all that. Like
that came about. The Country Boys was actually like just a high school clique. You know what I'm saying? That I started, me and my partner Jay-Z, we started out, it was kind of like, we wanted to be like one of them, wanted to be a gangster rap group real bad. We wanted to walk and talk that Scarface and Lil J and UGK, you know what I'm saying? So we the Country Boy clique, and then the reason why the Country Boy name came, like, remember, we came from Chicago. I came from Chicago, so.
Yeah.
I mean, to Milwaukee from Chicago, so the whole thing about my dialect, they called it like, man, this nigga talk country as hell. You know what I mean? But if you know how to talk, you know what I'm saying? If you know how people from Chicago talk, a person from Milwaukee at that time was like, man, these motherfuckers, and sometimes you still can't, if they're real deep Chicago motherfuckers, you still can't understand. Like, they using some terms like Joe and Charlie and stuff like that, and they got different words for money and things like that. So, and it's to be this close, the language barrier is kind of thick.
Yeah, they call it soda pop.
Yeah. Like, and we only 30 minutes away, pop, you know what I'm saying? I even say soft drink now. You know what I'm saying? But it is, Chicago say pop, Milwaukee say soda, and it's only 90 minutes from each other, so that's where you gotta, like, that language, but I don't know if, or believe it's still that way now, today. If I answered that for you.
Yeah, no, I can dig that. And I remember y'all cover, the artwork was, it was reminiscent to the Ice-T Power artwork.
One of my most favorite albums ever. That had, you know what I'm saying, Power. Yeah, man, come on.
Yeah.
That was one of like my favorite albums to this day. And if we're talking about album covers, my God, the album cover, like, you remember the Ice-T first album cover where he just had old girl in the drop, and she had the 38 on.
Yeah.
But the Power, you know what I'm saying, you got this lady in this swimming suit holding this 12 gauge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A chick, and she bad. Then you got Ice-T and Evil E. They posted it, but you can't see their guns till you turn the thing around.
Yeah.
So I thought that was slick.
Yeah, that was real dope.
I wanted to put the D in it.
And then, you know, I don't know if you watched the Corey Holcomb podcast, but the woman that hosts his podcast with him, she's actually the woman that's on that cover holding that gun. Darlene.
Yeah. Ice-T wife. Yeah, come on, you know. Yeah. And she's still attractive.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I remember meeting her a couple years ago and her telling me that.
You met her?
Yeah, I met her. She was super cool.
Man, you're going to shake hands again.
Yes, sir. Nah, shout out to them for the 5150 podcast. Yo, that song, Wide Body Rides, was my joint on that Country Boy click album. Yeah, man. Dope sample, dope old school sample.
Man, and that's what, man, it was, and that came from, like, shit, my pops, I watched Superfly a lot.
Yeah.
So I was a big Curtis Mayfield fan. And they actually replayed all day. That was actually played over with, with live instruments.
Yeah.
Shorty Mac, the Out of Our Records, my guy Shorty Mac, I had to, P-Dub and all them, I had to shout those guys out because right now when I perform that record, it's like, man, the response is very, very energetic. Even though the song mellow, when it come on, it's like the place jump to their feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I still, to this day, I'm grateful for it.
Wow.
You know?
No, I can dig it, man. And then one of your most legendary songs, man, I Walk on Water, Tiptoe on Hot Charcoal, that Goldfangaz. Mm-hmm. That's a Milwaukee favorite. That's one of my favorite songs from you. Can you tell me, like, do you remember recording Goldfangaz?
I do.
And like the mindset you was in when you was making that song?
I do. I just had, and I tell you, and I have went down this scenario, like, and I always play it back in my head. And my brother Eric Hutchins, like one of our original Country Boys. He got killed at Park Line Project in Milwaukee. And like right after that, like I hadn't been in the studio. I hadn't been in the studio since it had happened. This happened in September, so I ended up going to the studio in maybe I want to say November, December. Cause I went through this big thing, I ain't gonna never rap again and all this. But at the same time, I didn't want to rap. But I was always sneaking writing down raps on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, and I'm looking at these raps I wrote down on some of the weirdest things. Like I said it before, like shoe boxes and pieces of paper bags. And I'm looking on this paper in there scene. I walked on water, tiptoed on hot tacos was actually the intro to the rap. You know what I'm saying? But as I kept on going, I said, no, I'm gonna start out right here, hopping out that long brown full of hoes. Cause it actually went like that.
Yeah.
But that was actually the second part. But I was like, no, walked on water, tiptoed on hot taco. I want to say that again. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I turned it into the hook. And then Milwaukee County and Chicago was all on my mind. That's all I live for. That's where I come from. And I feel like that's all I had left at the time.
Yeah.
Was Milwaukee County and Chicago. It was like, man, it was a time though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And right now I celebrate that song. I celebrate that record. But I remember when I wrote it, when I made it, it was my whole big dive into a bunch of things that I just, you know what I'm saying? I started indulging in some things that I knew better than that. I was like picking up loaded guns, not literally, but the things I was doing was a tie with picking up a gun with a bullet in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you touch that? Why would you play with that? Why would you hang with them people? Yeah. You know that to kill you. You know you'll die from doing that. You know you can go to jail from doing that. And then for some reason, I still want to, like I'm getting a kick out of this. I know the outcome, I just seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I'm gonna celebrate, I can celebrate, you know what I'm saying, past all those, you know what I'm saying, those immature or premature, whichever mistakes they was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Walking on water right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Goldfangaz is me, you know what I mean? But when I made Goldfangaz, I want to say that was, shit. I want to say it's about at least 27 years ago. I want to say. I'm not sure. I know I was 21 years old.
Yeah.
But I don't want to start going into no math about my age right now. But yeah, that song right now, it's going to be, and some people call it a timeless classic.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And when they come on and I have to perform it, I look at the person behind me who's doing the beat like, damn, why you wait till now to play this? Because it's all the way 3/16.
Yeah.
Fast pace. Snap it to the part about being a crack beard kid. Pose once with a post lust, if the hand then dip. You know what I'm saying? For a person that's been smoking cigarettes and drinking all this, and I have to do that, and I'm gonna say it, and guess what? I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna let them know that, no, I'm saying this for real. This ain't my vocals on here. I'm gonna still rap this out, because I mean every word of this.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Did you know that Goldfangaz was gonna be the timeless classic?
Man, I would have did it when I was 5 years old if I knew that. No, I didn't. And I'm thankful to hear you say that it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm grateful. I'm grateful, man. No, I never knew that. I never knew.
And it's crazy how tragedy, how, you know, some of like our darkest times can pull out, you know, that creativity and bring light, you know, to us and what we're doing.
Yeah, yes it is. It's very ironic, but guess what? I think that's what the blues and all that stuff is about. You know,
For sure.
You know, and I think that's what that is. So I guess you could tie that into that same type of what caused that song to jump, because like when I recorded, but I'm not gonna say, I don't want to talk about none that you may ask a question to, because I want to say when I was recording Ghetto Hero.
Okay, yeah, for sure I was gonna ask you about
that.
Yeah,
those days, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you.
All right. So when did you connect with Big Hank and get your guys' part of your career going and start doing music together?
It all started with The Hand That Rocked the Cradle.
Okay.
And then the Powder album.
That's the first album, The Hand That Rocked the Cradle.
That's the very first album. And then you had the Powder album and things like that. And we had another one called We There, which was on Out of Our Records with, shout out my partner George P. Woods, you know what I'm saying? He started to label out, me and my brother. And then to fast forward, that stuff started to take a dive due to some unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, things that happened, you know what I'm saying, in our lives on legally, you know what I mean? Like, we went through some things with that, and then it came to a point where in those times, funding was very, very, very expensive to do records and projects and stuff like that. So at that time, with those type of things going on, like it was some trouble going on in the streets, indictments and stuff like that. Shit that had something to do with shit that we couldn't come back from. Without that shit, it was over with. Then here come dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? They come swoop down like, here we come. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Captain Big Hank, Steve-O, Infinite, you know what I'm saying? They holler at my guys and they're like, say man, just check this out. If everything is at a standstill right now, we ain't them kind of guys. We ain't finna just rap. We ain't even finna chop it up with y'all people like that. But hey, man, we want to jam with them, you know what I'm saying? And y'all in the spot y'all in, it looked like everything's like at the pause right now. So it was like a big understanding between my previous label and Big Hank and Steve-O and them. It was like, yeah, go ahead, yeah, see to it that what we started with him gonna keep going strong. Yeah. And it was the very, very tank that it took to keep me going and put me, you know what I'm saying, keep me in that driver's seat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got with Big Hank and Steve-O and Infinite and them. It was like, man, this it right here. Okay, now I just felt like my heart started beating strong again, because you know how you get a weak pulse for a little bit, and my shit started clear, boom, 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 boom. And it was like I shot back up, Frankenstein, I'm back. Yeah,
it was that perfect timing for you.
Perfect timing, but like, you know what I'm saying, some unfortunate situations bring out the, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, because now I feel like, man, the world keep on peeing in my face. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, and then that, you know what I'm saying, that just made me, like I said, I'm gonna think, man, right here, man, appreciate it, Big Hank. You know what I'm saying? Because everything was like, it wasn't looking good.
Yeah. So that, like you said, like
it was
going through them circumstances, like that timing was so perfect to keep things going, and even took you, like even ascended you.
Yeah.
You know, even more. Yeah, no, for sure.
Most definitely kept the ball rolling, and just, like you said, ascended me to a different level, higher levels.
Now, I always wanted to ask you, bro, your street music project. What made you want to extend your platform that you had been building to all of these other artists that was coming up and that was doing their thing in the mill? Because, you know, like that wasn't something that you necessarily had to do. And, you know, you were building but had so much notoriety going around your name, and then you decided to extend your platform to other people.
If you know me personally, I'm not a person to say, if I come in the room, I ain't gonna be like, what's up, Baby Drew in the house? That's something I would never do. If you know it's me, somebody told you that's me, if you didn't know already. And I got tired of everybody, Baby Drew, Baby Drew, Baby Drew. It's not that I wasn't grateful and I wasn't thankful, but in my head, I'm like, how come they don't know about my friends? How come they don't know about Milwaukee County? How come they don't know about the rest of my town? You know what I'm saying? And then I started feeling like the person in the class always raising their hand to get picked by the teacher, because all these kids know the answer to this question, why did the teacher keep picking him? So that's why I did street music, to bring the whole class to the talent show.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up, man. And I remember you you had Young Twine, aka OG Tweezy, R.I.P. to him. Yeah. You had him on that project. I mean, along with so many.
I always loved all my partners in Milwaukee who made music. I just did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even if, you know what I'm saying, even if people accepted them or said they liked them or not, I loved them. Yeah. All of them. If you were from Milwaukee and you beat that beat and you from my street and you from my land where I land at, then you part of my tribe. Yeah. And we gonna eat together and we gonna make music together and we gonna do everything together. It's not gonna be no, it's me then them. Yeah. It's gonna be like, it's us. And if y'all want me to be, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want me in the starting lineup, I'm willing to start in the game all the time. But I'm definitely gonna get I want my team to have some playing time. Yeah. And I feel like that today.
No, that's what's up, man. And Young Twine, aka OG Tweezy, he was also in the Hole in the Wall movie.
He was.
Yeah.
yeah, Twine, me and John, we real friends in real life. So yeah, we were in the streets, you know what I'm saying, got into music, movies, everything, you name it.
And he was somebody talented. And he was somebody who really carried the flag for Milwaukee and pushed the city. And he loved our city so much. Can you just speak on, you know, bruh, and just how much love he had for the city and just how much he, you know, really, you know, put on for the culture for our city?
Man, if we got that kind of time, but I'm gonna put it right here in one You can't. It don't get no bigger than that.
Yeah.
It don't get no more powerful than that. The voice don't get no more high pitched. The keys that get in these doors don't work no better. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy can go anywhere one time, and he next thing you know, if he in the best restaurant, next time you see him, he gonna be back there talking to the chef himself. Yeah. If he is in the basketball stadium, he gonna be on the court before you know it. Yeah. The same day. Don't have nothing in his hand, because he had the kind of charisma and the kind of personality and the character that you want to give with him, even if what you feel like what he's doing wasn't the best thing, the best idea. You gotta go with him. Yeah. Come on, Drew, man. Come on, baby. We rich again. I'm like, we rich again. He made me believe it. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I don't think he was necessarily talking about as far as currency or tangible money. But when he said we rich again, now I understand what he was saying. Mm-hmm. Like, we won't be stopped, because no matter how bad our day gets, somebody having a much worse day than that. No matter what we complain about, man, we rich. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I can tell you, we can walk through some places, you can go through some places, and you can hear every time you hear ambulance go off, somebody having a bad day. Yeah, man. So the things that we complain about are this big compared to, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing Twan taught me, like, man, be grateful, man. Quit, ain't no stopping. Don't never say we can't get in there. Don't never say we can't do this or we not supposed to do this. We can do what we want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As long as we ain't stopping or hurting or taking from nobody else. And young Twan, you know what I'm saying? And his spirit still is with us. You know what I'm saying? He'll never die to me. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Nah, man. Long live Tweezing. Your project Ghetto Hero is revered as the people's favorite. You know, is definitely a favorite of mine. Can you talk about recording that project and what that process was?
Man, I found out like, man, Hank brought it back out of me. He let me know, like, man, you still, like, man, this shit dope. Go on, kick that, do it. Go on, kick that shit. He like the beast that he would give me. I felt like I was back doing what I was used to doing again. I felt like it was a sound like that I was familiar with, even though I wasn't familiar with it. But I wasn't familiar with Hank, but I was familiar with the sound that he was bringing forth to me. So that made it more easier and more comfortable for me to drop the way I was supposed to drop. You know what I mean? I could be Baby Jules for real again, because he was just giving me we called him the heat. Yeah. We say Hank dropped the heat, you know what I'm saying? Big Hank cook, you know what I mean? He's the first one, talking about cooking something, you know, and he cooked that shit up, and man, he brought the beast up out of me. Wow. And you know what I'm saying? When I was in some of those times when I wasn't sure, he said, man, trust me, you doing what you're supposed to do.
Now, was the project already titled Ghetto Hero, or did the title actually come after you did the song? And then you was like, damn, you know what? This is the theme of the project.
You know what? I'm not sure. I think. Oh no, Ghetto Hero. Ghetto Hero was definitely a title that I wanted to use for a song. Now, how it became the title of the album, I don't know. But I remember the time when I was going through all that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Ghetto Heroes was something that I heard a couple other artists, you know what I'm saying, talk about Ghetto Heroes, but they was all heroes of the past, and I wanted to be a hero right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it came. That was my thing behind the song. Me celebrating somebody it wasn't good for the kids, but it was real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little ain't enough, and a lot is too much. So it wanted to keep it right here, and I wanted to be that hero to tell everybody, like, I wanted to talk about the outcome from the income.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Because for a lot of us growing up in the hood, I mean, the Ghetto Hero was the cat that we seen, you know, that was getting it, you know, that was riding in the lack, that was wearing the fly clothes, that was, you know, getting it how they live. So, you know, for us, like, that Ghetto Hero was that person that also would come back around and maybe do the neighborhood cookouts.
Exactly.
You know, all that.
It was that very moment Cody said, I'll never want to hear you say you want to be like me. You could be anything else you want to be. You could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, but don't never let me hear you say you want to be like me, even though I make this look good. Yeah. You can be doing something else, so do it. Right. But at the same time, let me give you some of this bread. You know what I'm saying? It's a Ghetto Hero, but see, you know I ain't listening to you. I'm gonna be like your ass. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like what I see. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? The hero gotta be the one that tell them they got an option.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I might be jumping around a little bit.
Go ahead.
But Disco Lady, Did that came out before? That came out before
Yes,
Ghetto Hero?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can you talk about that? Because Disco Lady is also a hometown favorite, and you know that's another song that's revered as a classic in the city.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
About that. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk, Drew. That Disco Lady, it was supposed to have been the leading single off the Ghetto Hero album. Me and Steve held it back because we wanted to get we had something cooking with it in Universal. And so that's why it got dropped separate from the actual album. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Take your time. You want to.
No,
For sure. We need all this context.
Yeah, you give me some details that I can't give sometimes.
We knew the album was real strong already as it is, but then we was cooking up something, you know. Only thing about Disco Lady, it just dropped at the bad time. It was a good time. It was a good deal. There was a lot of stuff going on in music. It was getting drowned out. But it was still hot. It's still hot today. Actually, the time is now with it. You know, so
Nah, for sure.
now for sure.
Yeah, and Disco Lady was also the remake of the old school song from Harvey Scales, Senior. Yeah.
The disco lady that I originally recorded was on the We There album.
Yes.
On our records. You know what I'm saying? It had a different beat.
I remember that one. Because I always would get confused when I heard the new version of it.
Yeah,
And I'm like, wait a second.
Right, yep. And then because it came about, I went to the studio. This is when the Matrix. It was a club called the Matrix.
Oh yeah, I remember that when they over there on East Capitol when they changed that Walmart.
I was in the
or
Matrix. This girl, she was dancing up. I remember the song that was playing. And this is the story. This is a true story of how I wrote Disco Lady. It was a lady in there dancing. I know her. We friends. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the first night I ever seen her though. I know her now. But you know what I'm saying? She had some tall red boots, and she was just, you know, all the girls was popping, twerking, this, that, and the other, right? The song that was playing was Mystical Danger. Doom, doom, been so long. She wasn't dancing like the rest of the chicks. She was dancing like some, you know what I'm saying? She was just dancing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't doing no provocative moves or nothing.
Girls on Soul Train.
Yeah, she was dancing like she was on a perch, more so to speak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that make, so everything else was going around was like boom, 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 boom. But she had like more of a, you know what I'm saying? So I went to the studio and I told what I was seeing. That's what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It was about, it wasn't that no strip joint, but I was looking at this chick that I was like, Disco Lady, like, she looked like she in a disco more than she at this club. You know what I'm saying? I went to the studio, I wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a big old fan of the song Disco Lady by Johnny Taylor. Yeah. So I couldn't never get the song or the word out of my head, Disco Lady, every time it come on. Because, girl, you ought to be on TV, on Soul Train. That's what Johnny Taylor say in the song. Yeah. And that's what I was thinking when I was seeing this girl dance. That's what's crazy that you asked me that you was like you'll see on Soul Train or something, right? Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was looking at her dancing. Like, girl, you ought to be on TV, on Soul Train, how you dancing though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different from them. That's what inspired me to go and actually title the song like Disco Lady. That's what that was. Okay. Boom. So that's when the collapse came with out of our record thing. Boom. First time we get that. Big Hank said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, rap that, man, kick that shit one time, but this time it's the original version sound. Yeah. Which when I say the original, I mean the one that Johnny Taylor performed and Harvey Scales wrote and Al Vance. Yes, it's also of Milwaukee, that song. You know what I'm saying? But it's the first platinum song ever too. Yeah. Disco Lady, I'm attached to that song in so many ways. You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't. That's why I loved this, and it loved me back. Yeah. It loved me to this day. Like I seen Disco Lady, the girls actually like this one for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so guess what? The guys like it too, because they like, man, the chicks, you know what I'm saying? Drew, do Disco Lady, not because they want to be Disco Lady or because they want to dance. It's like, Drew, Disco Lady, you want to see these chicks. Yeah, they like, we want to see these girls. They finna cut up. Because I used to be confused, like, why y'all want to hear Disco Lady so bad? Like, because of this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, love Disco Lady, man.
Nah, that's what's up, man. All right, so back into the Ghetto Hero album. Now, is it true that the song with Cuckoo Cal on that project was actually the first song that y'all had ever recorded together?
I believe it is. The first that was me and Cuckoo's first song that we did together. Yeah.
Do you remember you and Cuckoo Cal's chemistry in the studio together, and you know your guys, like how you guys work together?
Yeah, I do remember, and everybody thought it was like it's Baby Drew and it's Cuckoo Cal, it's Baby Drew and it's Cuckoo Cal. But me and Cuckoo Cal, we admired each other and each other's talent, and all the time, like we never was in competition with each other in no level.
Yeah.
No.
Let me elaborate on that whole scenario right there, because I knew I needed to make a beat that would fit both of them, and we had to make them sound like man, dang, these niggas did a song together.
Yeah.
So like, and me and Steve-O came up with the hook, and look, we had Cuckoo, we had Drew in the studio. They said, put the beat on. Now, when I tell you, man, it's a whole different kind of vibe when you got two different brains working together in the studio, and the energy is like Cuckoo in this what's name? It's like they in a trance. They be in a trance, and I'm just like,
Yeah, and me and Cuckoo, like we feel like, man, we can't fuck this up. We gotta do a good job on this.
Yeah,
man,
for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Then the hook was kind of light. We was like, fuck it. I think we had one of them do it or something. Then me and Steve-O did the hook, and we did the hook.
Yeah. Come to think of it, yeah. And it's the first time that I'm like, that show ain't nothing to that. I was like,
I produced it and I mixed it.
they're like, we don't want to see it, do you, punk?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was all Steve-O all on there.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
That
all
is,
Steve-O voice.
you don't want to see it, do you, because I know it wasn't me, but it did sound tough though.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I sound really tough on this record. They must have did something to my voice. Like,
Yeah,
you
because
wanna
I was about to
get
say,
up,
because you say one part
you don't
of
want
it.
to see it, do you, punk?
Yeah.
But
We have to enlighten that shit like,
Yeah, that
you don't
shit-
want to see it.
that's why it sound like a fight song.
Yeah. You want to get him, you don't want to see him. Do you, punk?
And then you and Cuckoo Cow, y'all different styles mesh so well together. Like with him being so animated, and you could feel his energy in his style when he rapping or whatever. But then you come in with that deep like baritone voice, like cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like saying some player shit.
I don't even be cool. Like when I be in there doing that shit, hey, don't I be going up, it just sound, it sound like I come up and then I'm like, man, well, I sound like I'm being cool as a motherfucker, but I be giving it all I got.
Yeah, I thought you might be down there sitting down up in there rapping your stuff.
That's how you be expressing this shit. I said, man, make it work.
But it do say,
make it a little clear.
yeah, everybody be saying I sound cool, but dog, I be in there, I be giving it the best I got. I be giving hard in the paint, and then it sound like I come out sounding cool, and I don't know if that's a good thing, right? Because it sounds like I'm being cool.
Yeah, I mean that's your style. I mean that's why
That shit cold. That's what you say, yeah.
That's why we all
cool.
love you. That's why we all rock with you, man. Because your style was so cool. It was so player.
That's crazy. I ain't even think that I sounded cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we don't. Yeah, I said it for you.
Yeah, nah, for
I said
sure,
it.
for
I can
sure,
say
bro.
that.
For
I ain't
sure.
think I sound cool at first.
And then
I just thought it sounded tough. I sound cool. I told y'all I was a player.
It
What?
was cool, player, laid back, like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then other rappers had hella respect for you. Devin the Dude. I know you also have features with Pimp C.
Yeah.
Can you talk about working with Pimp C?
Man, Pimp C, like, that's one of my ghetto heroes. Like, Pimp C, like, when we just sit at, man, for me and him, like, when we did features and we did the music and stuff, but like when the beat go off and when all that stuff go off, he still sit down. Hey, man, let's go get something to eat, man. Yeah, let me tell you about this time when this, that, and the other. And I tell, man, he'll tell me like some serious shit that's gonna be relevant to what the point he about to make. And it'll be something like, and so nigga, check this shit out and fuck this and fuck that. You know what I mean? And not saying about nobody number, like everything got numbers on it. Everything got numbers on it. So that means don't ever be counting. Don't ever tell nobody they can't find it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let nobody tell you. That's one thing he taught me. Don't ever let nobody know we don't know what happened to it. No, it's somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one thing he taught me, and it's a lot more deeper than that. But Pimp C is a good friend, and if he fuck with you, it's like 15 of us. If we all together, and I do this to this day. I'm gonna let them 14 people go in, and make sure I'm the last one in, just to make sure all my people got in. So you know what I'm saying? I can get me, but I'm gonna make sure yeah, I get them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I might not be able to get in, but I bet you whoever came with me gonna be in there.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make my odds a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Man, you ain't having no problem getting in. Bro.
No,
Come on, dog.
but I'm talking about but I'm talking about
Yeah. Nah, but that's real though. But real.
Yeah, that's how Pimp C was. Like
yeah.
we went to go eat and shit. Like that's how type of cat it was.
That's how
like,
real ones move.
Yeah,
Man, for real.
Yeah.
Do you remember working with Devin the Dude? Because I know you featured with him a few times.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite rappers. Man.
Couple of times.
Can you talk about Devin the Dude working with him?
Devin the Dude, he not animated at all. He remind you of like, I don't want to say this is a compliment. This is me saying he's very animated. He remind you of a cartoon character. Like he got like a float to him, and he amazes you when he do open his mouth. Man, the noise that he make, man, can't nobody else make it.
Yeah, nah.
Like Devin the Dude, really cool, man. He sounds just. You know.
Yeah, I met
So
him
you
before.
know,
I hung out with him
you
before.
man, he just like, man, you know. So I ain't like,
nah,
no, he
for
act like he sound.
Ain't nothing, you ain't got to put nothing on his voice. It just sounds just like how he talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just smooth the way the way he sound on records is how he act, and that just tripped me out because he talking, he move and groove like the dude.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And then you've also had features with Be Legit, and then even Young Bleed, R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Young Bleed, R.I.P. Young Bleed, man. That was really sudden. Young Bleed, great guy, real. You know what I'm saying? That was all of them. Working with all them people was a big deal because I grew up listening to them. I grew up listening to No Limit. I grew up listening to E40 and the Click.
Yeah.
So to be when I say grew up to them, like, man, put this in. Dog, look what I got. That's when you had a CD cover and pictures and stuff. So when I say I get in the same microphone booth with these guys I get in the microphone booth with these guys at the same time when they still relevant making music, and I'm still a big fan of theirs. So I go in with them, and they like, man, this shit. They telling me like, man, they on the phone telling somebody else like, man, this nigga cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This Be Legit, Be Legit, and his cousin came down there. I forgot who he brought with him, but it was I don't know because it was on top of man, gigantic dude, man, just a cool dude, same way.
Yeah.
We went out, we was here.
Okay.
Went to go get something. We went to a college campus, an all-girl campus college.
Okay.
Is there such thing as that?
Spellman?
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
So we went down there to go get something to eat.
Was Be Legit with Big Ol' Meezy or one of them cats?
No, he was with my, Sean, I think it was his cousin, his cousin Max Sean.
Okay,
His
word.
cousin Max Sean. No, it was his cousin, Max Sean. It was his cousin, Max Sean. Yeah,
Word.
that's his name, Max Sean. He was with him. Because sometimes he be on records too and on the videos, like, they real cousins. But anyway, we go to that school, and all of a sudden, we eating chicken like a motherfucker. So we go to this place, we got some chicken. I don't know, we on a college campus though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he grabbed me, Be Legit, like, you know what I'm saying? He nice sized dude. He grabbed me and do me like this. I'm like, why you do that? Here come like 500 chicks that know that this ain't, you know what I'm saying? You would think, okay, E40 ain't with them or nothing. Be Legit a big deal.
Yeah.
Down on the college scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said, he just did me like this, cause he seen them. I ain't know what was up. Moved me behind them, dog, just like shit, cause they finna trample your little ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And guess what? I was like, dog, these niggas really the kind of guys that be like, this nigga a hog, he like, yeah, this ain't like, we just did a feature, we gonna get some eat, but he making sure I'm good.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know what I'm in for. Like, we ain't got no security or nothing,
Yeah.
but he a star. You know what I'm saying? So it was, man, that was another story, man. You asking me some crazy stories.
Was there ever an
Not
artist?
crazy, but
was there ever an artist? You know, you being, you know, like a hometown, a local legend. You know that you are. Was there ever an artist that you met that knew who you were, where you was shocked that they was, you know, rocking with your music and that they was into your, into your sound?
Yep. Shit. Damn. It's a couple of them. Shit. Scarface. You know what I'm saying? They familiar. Who else? Like, damn, who else? Oh, when Bree, MC Bree.
Okay.
We was down there, and I don't know about them rocking to our music, but I know like I'm familiar. Like I jam with a bunch of them, but yeah, when they come, we familiar. But I don't know as far as them being a fan. But I know we all familiar with each other, and it's like always a nice time when we get together.
Yeah.
So.
Nah, for sure. Do you ever feel like, you know, within your career that, like, that you're like one of those artists that's, well, how am I trying to say this? Like, do you ever feel like maybe you didn't get like the props that you deserved, or people didn't recognize, you know, like your skills, like because, you know, like your music didn't like really hit like the mainstream success that a lot of artists would wish that they would gain?
I never felt like that one moment in my life. I'm not even lying. I never, ever felt like I'm supposed to got bigger than I am, or I'm supposed to did more. Man, look where I'm sitting there right now while you talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never felt like that. Now that has came out of everybody who loved me.
Yeah.
And thought like, man, Drew, that's supposed to be you. And in my head, I was trying to say, maybe it's not. That's what I always said. Because right now to this very, very date, I'm gonna say a month ago, I don't know one, and I said this and I said to repeat this, I don't know one entertainer that's very, very successful that I say, I wish that was me right now. And you know why? Because each person that's at the top and the pinnacle of the financial part of the music world right now, the respect part of the music world right now, somebody after them for something or the other. Somebody trying to kill them, somebody trying to lock them up. Everybody, I can't name one.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest entertainers in the world to me right now who I'll be like, nah, that's what you call big. That person right there is somebody trying to do something to that person. Yeah. And that's what I think about when I think about, man, if I was him, the gigantic star, somebody be trying to do something to me right now, like kill me or put me away. That's what I live with all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how big do I actually want to grow? How big do I actually want to get?
Yeah.
What point do I actually want to get to before somebody say, nah, nigga, you don't deserve that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's how it seemed like it happened. How you get somebody at the very, very top of their game with a voice like Pop Smoke, somebody just able to get close enough to him and kill him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this guy's a mega star. I'm like, whoa, he on fire. Somebody just walk up to him and kill him. I don't know if that's how it went, but that's how it seemed to me.
Right.
Because he's very important. He got to be a big deal.
Yeah.
So how somebody get that close to him and kill him? What makes me any different? Like if I get to some point and I get to some level in my life, somebody not go. They don't even got to explain why they felt that way. That's how I feel. So that's why I never felt like I want to be nobody other than what I'm very, very strong, fearing God, God-fearing man. Yeah. He put me wherever that I was supposed to be at. Yeah. He gave me whatever that I worked for that he felt I deserved. He allowed me to have as much as he thought I could bear.
Yeah.
Everybody can't have a whole lot of money.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Everybody can't deal with a whole lot of friends. Everybody can't deal with a whole lot of traveling. It's not for everybody. Everybody can't have a lot of power. Everybody can't have too much talent because it's somewhere in there, somebody want to do something, you gotta be here, I gotta be here and act in this movie. This nigga want to come here and try to test my real personality. So I gotta come from being an actor, and then who am I? What is my real personality now? Because everybody expect me to be this person.
Yeah.
So I got to come from being a normal human being with some self-respect and some kind of regard for human life, and just to defend myself or to prove that I'll kill you. Which one am I doing? That's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I never felt like I was no less than what God wanted me to be.
Yeah. No, that's real. Yeah. And I think all of your fans, all of us, we look at you and we love your music so much and love you so much that, and like you said, the people around you have always been like, man, you should be bigger than you were. You should be bigger. But I think that's also a compliment to what you do, the art that you deliver to us. And you know what I mean? Like,
that's why I leave it to y'all to tell me that. I'm not gonna never feel like that, all right? I'll never feel like I'm the best. I'll never feel like I'm supposed to be bigger. But if y'all say that, then yes, then it is, and it shall be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. And you still, releasing music and still, and doing these films and things like that. After, such a long career, what motivates you and what drives you to keep going, keep dropping music, keep being creative?
You got these guys right here that won't allow me to do nothing else.
Yeah.
It ain't no what give me the drive. It's, man, they on the stage, coach. Let's go, man. You know what I mean? So it don't, man, once you got some guys like that, you know what I'm saying, like the KBs, the playmakers, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, if I don't say their name in the interview, y'all know who y'all are, but the big Hanks, come on now. Anytime you got that kind of back, people at your back, they gonna break their back for you. So what you gonna say? Nah, y'all, I can't. And I call myself a hero. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Yeah.
We got the secondhand smoke coming. Me and Hank, that's what I'm down here doing at this as we speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Random question. I know we was talking about the Matrix earlier.
Yeah.
Can you name and do you remember like some of the clubs in the mill from back then that you was hitting, or that was some of like your favorite spots?
Man.
Just for some of our Milwaukee listeners, like just to give us all some nostalgia.
I remember Escape. I remember Could I get some help from Hank?
Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey, the Onyx.
Okay.
Some of them just changed their name.
Oh yeah, Onyx over there on Village. Yeah.
ARJs.
Oh yeah, ARJs.
Yeah. Good, but that was old school. But you asked me.
You remember Empire Room?
Hell yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. You know, Empire Room. Yeah. You trying to give me some.
Yeah, man. Nah, there was a spot. I know you mentioned the Matrix earlier.
Yeah.
And then
There was a bunch.
618 on the
618,
water. I know
come
that
on,
was
And every other name it had.
Yeah, right, for real. Yeah, nah. Like I said, I just wanted to give some nostalgia to
Man, you
some
showed
of
it,
our
man.
listeners from Milwaukee. That's
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. When I get back to Milwaukee, I'm gonna be like, man, do y'all know I was in the land of Milwaukee, far away?
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up, every time I leave Milwaukee lately, I've been going to the land of Milwaukee that's somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
That's what I said.
we all over doing big things.
Yeah, like y'all know I just came back from Milwaukee.
Yeah, straight up. Yo, so Drew, if you could go back to the early 2000s and drop some knowledge, some game on a younger version of yourself, what would you tell yourself?
Man, leave that alone. Put that down. To anything that's not good for me.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? You already you know better than that. That's what I would be saying. Because I did. Back then, everything I did was, I don't know what, like, was asinine. Like, man, come on now, you know better than this. So that's what I would tell myself. Come on now, don't do that. Because ain't no guarantee that you're gonna make it out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I took a lot of chances, a lot of risks that was like, wasn't even worth taking. For what? What I do that for? What did you do that for? You know what I'm saying? You could have been killed, you could be dead, you could be in jail. Yeah. So that's what I would tell myself. Don't do that. That's stupid. It's not even worth it.
Wow. And we talked about a little bit earlier the current Milwaukee scene, buzzing like crazy. Do you pay attention to it? Are you in tune with some of the artists that's popping and all that? And how do you feel about like this new, vibrant, light that's been put on the city and all of these artists that's buzzing heavy?
I'm gonna tell you like this. It's some of the better sounding music that I've been hearing as a whole. Like Milwaukee got like, if I listen to the whole rap scene now, I'm listening to some stuff that come on and they'll be like, man, who is this? They be like, he from here. I'll be like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, so to answer your question, man, I think it's bumping.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what? I have a hard time keeping up with it.
For sure.
When I do get up with it, I enjoy it for the most part.
Yeah.
First I was like, okay, this sound like that, but then it didn't. I was like, these niggas can rap.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm proud of Milwaukee artists.
And they having a lot of fun in the music too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I love Milwaukee.
Don't got so cold, man.
But Milwaukee got some animals. Milwaukee got animals. Milwaukee got some animals. Yeah.
Man.
All of them, it's so many, man, but they dropping it.
For sure.
They dropping it, yes. I love Milwaukee.
Big
they
Frank, Lakia,
Yeah.
Chicken P, Free Chick. You got Certified Trapper.
Yes,
Maya
sir.
P.
Certified Trapper, they said it's my nephew,
Yeah, it's so many.
There's so many on Budget,
dope artists.
ESPN, Chaos. Man, we got the man, but I'm talking about the new Milwaukee. Man, I didn't know it was that thick, and I'm so glad it's that thick because, man, I'm like, now it's a group, it's a team of them.
Yeah.
It ain't just saying, Baby Drew, Cuckoo Cal. It's saying, boom, 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 it's a lineup for real.
Yeah.
With us still included, you know what I'm saying? In
Absolutely.
there, I'm always gonna be a part of. I'm with those guys. I'm with them, whether they know it or believe it or not. I love them. I'm with them, and I'm down with them, whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? I want them to keep it up. That's my family.
Yeah.
The whole Milwaukee, all the Milwaukee music, man. Yeah, that's what I did it for. That's why I did it.
Yes,
That's why I did it. Now it seems like I'm looking at like, now man, today is what.
Yeah.
You know, today this is what I was looking. This is what I wanted Milwaukee to be like.
Yeah, how does that feel for you being, you know, what we consider a legend, you know, in the Milwaukee hip hop scene? You know, you laid the flag down, you know, put the stamp down, represented the city, you know, so hard at a time when it wasn't even popular to be from our city. When people would ask, man, there's black people that's from Milwaukee, there's black people in y'all city,
Man.
but then to see it now as being one of these, you know, cities that's really like making noise and coming up in the scene, man. How does it feel for you being one of those people that, you know, like I said, laid the flag down for that?
You know, I can't even describe that. How do I describe that feeling? What you I can't describe how I feel. This is giving me a lot of chills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess I feel great, man. I feel good. It's one of them times where you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, might have been a couple moments ago, wouldn't been the best moments, but this is one of those best moments. This is one of those moments where I'm walking on water right now, just answering that question.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I call walking on water.
Yes, sir.
Right, what you asked me just now. That's how I feel.
Nah, that's real. Drew, what else you working on, bro? What else you got coming up that you excited about?
Actually, me and Burrell, the playmaker, we working on a song called "Today Is Tomorrow's Yesterday."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you can get that right, today is tomorrow's yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Because we had another one called yesterday, so like shit we gonna get done today. All right, tomorrow you gonna look back at it, and you know what I'm saying? So make sure what you do today is something that you're gonna look back at and be proud of it, and to be glad. Make sure the decisions that you make are decisions that you're gonna be glad you made tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's what today is, tomorrow's yesterday.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it happened already. So you know what I'm saying? Just do what you need, know what you need to do, and you know what I'm saying, and put some thought into it.
Yeah. Nah, I can dig that. And before we get out of here, I gotta ask you, what does the name Ruben Whitmore mean to you?
The birth of baby Drew. When it come down to me being in the music, he took me and my age from becoming a, you know what I'm saying, from my transition from being a, you know what I'm saying, from a puppy to a dog. You know what I'm saying? We went right down there, he took me to the east side of Milwaukee County, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I represent very strongly to this day. And yeah, and him and my sister him and my sister were friends. Really close friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she said, my brother know how to rap. And then this what you get right here. You know what I'm saying? I got to this point from her telling him that. Yeah. Because he got man, the people I met and the places I ventured to, he had a big influence on it as far as me. When you asked me about the Pimp C's and the Beat the Jits, those was his arms. You know what I'm saying? Reaching those spots. You know what I'm saying? He was doing videos when you needed at least 150,000 to even talk about one.
Yeah, nah, he definitely an OG when it comes to filmmaking and videos. Yeah.
Nah, hey, you a wizard too. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you why. He a wizard. Yeah, cause how you gonna do it like that? Like, man, you just took me. Now you really started from the very, very beginning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
my man.
and one more thing I wanted to ask you too that I meant to ask you earlier. You mentioned in the song that Tony Neal told you if you left Milwaukee, like that you would see more success, that you would have more success in your career.
You said, but now, because when I said that, I didn't understand why he said it. He said, y'all niggas need to get out of here. Y'all need to get out of Milwaukee. Y'all need to get out of Milwaukee. Yeah. He wasn't saying it because he was trying to be mean to Milwaukee.
Right.
That story came to light, and his reason for saying that came alive when Young Twine got murdered. You know what I'm saying? Because, y'all don't need to get out of Milwaukee because of that. Y'all need to go somewhere where this probably wouldn't be going on right now.
Yeah.
Where y'all would be in y'all would be in a little bit of a different. Yeah, y'all. I didn't say stop being from Milwaukee, but y'all just should probably get out of that place. You know what I'm saying? Because once you be in a good, if you're a person with a lot of focus on you and you got a lot of talent on you, that even puts you, even though it's supposed to do the opposite, it even puts you at a more vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, state. And he was just saying like, man, y'all deserve better.
Yeah.
And so what I did say, I had ill intentions. But when I said it, I was saying like, man, I had ill intentions, and it was a premature. I'm not. If I had to say it again, I wouldn't say it right now because I understand. Yeah. Tony Neal is he's a little bit ahead of a lot of us when it comes down to the music game. You know what I mean? And he was, and as far as knowing where he was coming from, as far as an entertainer go, he knew what he was talking about then. Yeah. And he still does. So shout out to Tony Neal.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It's hard for us to see that, and like, you know, when you love your city, when you love your turf, love the soil so much, it's like, man, I ain't got to leave here and compromise myself to get. But nah, for sure. You got any shout outs you want to give, bro?
Man, I do. I want to give a shout out to my entire family, my parents, my sisters, Milwaukee, period. Definitely the Holy Gods. The Holy Gods, my partners. They, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit when I go live later. But I want to give a shout out to. Let me talk about Bouchard's, man, for real. Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, Bouchard's.
Man, let me talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My partners in Bouchard's in Milwaukee, the entire East Side, and I just want to give a shout out to the whole wide world, man. Thank you for everybody who ever said the word Baby Drew is dope. Man, thank you for all of them. Thank you for all of y'all. So shout out to everybody. And y'all know I'm hugging everybody. So I only got so much breath. But yeah, shout out to these steps, man, to this porch. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. Salute, man, for having me here.
Nah, for sure, bro. It's definitely a pleasure. Baby Drew, Gold Fangers.
Yes.
Appreciate you for jumping off the porch with us, bro.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Satin Sheets. That is the executive producer for The Hand Around the Cradle, my very first project.
Okay,
I had to say that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
For real. So yeah, all right.
Yes, sir.
Gon' work it, jerk it. She keep on flirting with me on purpose. Bad to the bone. She made a trick, follow her home.